Hey Moon Magic family, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. And thank you all so much for your comments and for liking, sharing and subscribing. All of these things really do help me to continue to put tons and tons of free stuff into the world. You are truly appreciated. So we are about to begin a whole new moon month with a super new moon in Pisces. Now, imagine for a moment that you are sitting on a beach, you're chilling out and you have positioned yourself perfectly so that the water is just gently lapping over your feet. And then all of a sudden a gigantic wave comes in and kind of knocks you for six and all your belongings are soaking wet and you realise you really should have moved a little bit sooner. Well, welcome to March. We are going to see some really big, quite fiery spikes of energy during the month of March. And so one of the reasons I make these moon month videos is really to give you the heads up about the incoming flow of energy, so you're fully aware of the ebb and the flow, and also how you can really align with that energy and use it to your advantage rather than having something take you by surprise. So the very first thing I'm going to do in this video is actually show you the cards and the runes that were drawn for the month of March, because they're really insightful. They were drawn in the Manifest with the Moon Astro-Moon Diary 2023. We're going to look at those, and I'm actually going to draw additional cards for every zodiac sign. Just a tiny little mini reading so you get the heads up of the incoming energy. Now, these little mini readings, I'm going to put the timestamps in the information box below for you, so you can click on any that are relevant to you, and also for anyone that you want to check in on if you're cross-watching, for friends, family, partners, potential partners. I would suggest that the information will be most relevant to you for your sun sign, your rising and ascendant sign, and your moon sign. And as I go through the drawing of those cards, I'm also going to let you know the exact dates that the moon will be passing through that sign. So, and also be telling you about the incoming energy. So you've really got the heads up about the periods of time that will have the greatest impact on you. And then I'm going to give you a rundown of the whole moon month and the ebb and the flow of the energy, with any peak periods that are going on, so you can really align yourself with the incoming ebb and flow and use that energy to your very best advantage. So here are the cards and the runes for March. Now, Berkana suggests that we are in a space of new beginnings. This really indicates a whole new phase in life with incredible potential. But the potential is yet to be built upon and fulfilled. But it's like the energy of the universe is with us for creating that new. With the card of Take Your Time, this is suggesting that we slow down and really evaluate as we start to move forwards and build the new. Let me read this card for you. It says, slow down. If you are feeling under pressure, whether in response to a situation or the demands of another person, or from pressure that you are placing on yourself, this card asks you to slow down and take time to evaluate before reaching a conclusion, making a decision, or committing yourself. So there's space for evaluation. Now, given the nature of the fiery energy that's coming in during March, I think this is really good advice. It's loaded with potential opportunity. And if your world is really running well, you may want to sort of jump on your surfboard and ride the waves. But when those surges of energy come in, they may also be highlighting things that we are needing to see in order to evaluate appropriately, so that whatever we are building can be built on a really good and solid foundation. There may be some things we have to let go of. Now, we then have the card of opportunity. This card speaks of new opportunities, although they may not necessarily come in the form that you were expecting. So again, things may show up unexpectedly in these surges of lunar energy. So be alert, look beyond the obvious, and be prepared for opportunities disguised as loss. If a new pathway opens for you, trust that it is leading you in the direction that you are meant to go in. Okay, and we have then the rune of Jira, harvest. This rune is a fruit-bearing rune. It's a rune of promise and a rune that indicates beneficial outcomes. But it also suggests that we will need to do some work to achieve those outcomes. So this is setting the pace. And what I'm now going to do is draw additional cards for each of the zodiac signs. Super Souls, I would genuinely suggest that you check out your rising sign or your ascendant, your sun sign and your moon sign. And of course, if you want to check in with my bigger readings for all zodiac signs, you are very, very, very welcome to come over to Patreon and check out those readings along with the tutorials that I post over there as well. So let's draw some cards now. Let's draw some cards for Aries. Aries, the moon as well. Let me just tell you, the moon will be in your sign on the 22nd and the 23rd of February, and she will be in her waxing crescent phase. So she's kind of starting to get going. The energy will be building. So for you, an influence of go, go, go. Now look at this. We have two cards, the Ace of Pentacles and the card of Judgment. Aries, I'm kind of seeing for you genuinely an opportunity for a new beginning. This new beginning could be to do with your health, your home, your finances, but resources potentially coming to you and you needing to think about and evaluate how to use these resources wisely. I don't know if the resources are endless. It almost feels like a pocket of money coming in, and you need to take your time to think carefully about how best to invest. Really seriously evaluate, but evaluate with your long-term future in mind. This is not a time to invest in something that will give you a quick fix or a kind of a quick return. It's much more about investing time, energy, resources, and having the time, energy, and resources as well. Something coming to you that creates a window of opportunity, but it's about looking at the long-term goals rather than the immediate return. That's where your investment, I think, should be focused on for this moon phase. Let's draw you a couple more cards and then we'll move on to Taurus. Okay, Aquarius, collaborate. How interesting. So we are seeing opportunity. There's definitely something coming to you. Energy, resources, money, finances. Yeah, whatever this is, collaboration is going to help you to move something forwards. It's not going to be an opportunity, I think, where you're going to be working on your own, curiously enough. May we also see for Aries what is being moved forwards. Just a little piece of additional information for Aries for this moon month. Oh wow, Aries, look at this abundance. Aries, this is super good. Think very carefully this month about how you use your resources, whether it is your time, whether it is actual finances, whether it's renewed energy and vitality. Of course, Aries, beautiful you, we're coming into that wonderful new beginning, your birthday time, which is, of course, a new beginning for you anyway. But we are definitely seeing something being given to you here, opportunity being given to you, renewed vigor, renewed vitality, but the need to evaluate very thoughtfully with your long-term goals in mind. It could not be clearer for you, Aries. Tons and tons of love. And yeah, if you are interested in the larger readings, you are so welcome to come and join our lovely Patreon community, our lovely Patreon family as well. Tons and tons of love to you, Aries. Let's draw some cards for Taurus. So lovely, Taurus. The moon will be in your sign during the 24th, 25th and 26th of February. She is building. She's in her waxing crescent phase and she's building to the first quarter. So we are going to see energy gathering momentum, particularly for you during that time. Okay, so we have the King of Cups and we have the Hermit. This is very interesting. I want to say don't be afraid to work alone. If you find that the energy around you is sort of not pushing you into isolation, but giving you a focus that's coming from you rather than from others. I do feel you're needing to consolidate here, consolidate your thinking. Now the energy does heat up as we move into March. So I actually feel for you, Taurus, this really is a time for you to anchor. If things feel a little bit turbulent during the month, let's draw another card for you and see. I just feel you may need to slightly retreat. Look at this, Taurus, cultivate. Yeah, your card, how super lovely. You just couldn't do it. You couldn't call it, could you, really? Taurus, literally take it step by step, because the energy can be quite high during this moon month. What we're kind of not wanting to be is a bull in a china shop. I think for you guys, really take time to smell the roses. Don't be pushing. You may even find you need to retreat in order to consolidate, but there's going to be real opportunity for you to evaluate during this month and establish some longer term goals. Yes, look at this. We have the Two of Swords, but in this pack, it is the card of peace. Yes, withdraw from the busyness of life. Take your time, Taurus, during this moon month. Withdraw from the busyness of life and cultivate the potential that you wish to create. But cultivate it kind of from the inside out. Don't be trying to push for things in the external world. I don't know if you're going to see massive manifestations occurring in your external circumstances, but I do think you can establish a foundation from which to launch yourself into a whole new phase of potential and opportunity. Pathways opening for you because you are taking your time and kind of meditating into a space of possibility, so that the universe then delivers doorways of opportunity to you. Taurus, I hope that makes some sense to you. You are very welcome to come over to Patreon and join me for the bigger readings, but I hope whether you are here on YouTube or over there, I hope that this is still giving you the heads up for the overall flow of energy and insights for you for the coming moon month. Tons and tons of love, Taurus. Let's move to Gemini. Hey, lovely Gemini. Now, the moon will be in your sign on the 27th and 28th of February. This hits the first quarter point where we are really invited to evaluate, and also as the moon then moves into the very beginning of her waxing gibbous phase, which is when she starts to build to her fullest. May we have some information, please, for Gemini for this moon phase, please? Oh, look at this. 10 of Wands and the Empress. This is so interesting. Gemini, I could see you being a little bit overloaded. Now, we do know that the energy of this overall moon phase, the entire moon phase from new moon to new moon, has some pockets of quite intense energy and some turbulence, some waves that are coming in that are quite big. I feel that you might find yourself being quite overloaded, or as if you're spinning too many plates or being asked to do too many things. Now, be very thoughtful, particularly around the full moon, I would say, in terms of, you know, where you're placing your obligations. The energy of the full moon in Virgo is really potentially going to be illuminating for us what I would call any areas of conflict between self-care and care of others. You are being asked to, really be very conscious of how many plates you're spinning here. May we have more information? Yes, tension. We have square, semi-square, quincunx. And look at this, you know, an area potentially of, I do feel there could be a conflict. It could, for some of you, connect to some aspect of family as well. The Empress can connect to the mother energy. It could be you yourself looking after people, giving that maternal energy to others, or others requiring it from you. May we have another card for Gemini, please, for this moon month? We have the Devil. Okay, this is a super nice card, actually. Now, I know that we often don't see the Devil as being a particularly positive energy, but you know, ultimately the thing with the Devil is the energy of it. It kind of suggests that something that isn't working for you can be released. It's like, you know, if there are cords that tie us, there is opportunity to cut those cords, to sever those ties. I think for you, Gemini, this moon month may be presenting you with information about kind of what you want to do and what you don't want to do, almost allowing you to have a focus, okay, a very clear focus about things that you want to keep and continue with and stay on the same pathway with, and other things that you don't, kind of like evaluating and bringing yourself back into focus. If you were working on 16 different projects and trying to do all of them but kind of not really succeeding in any, it's an opportunity, I think, this month for you to be able to narrow that focus and be able to see with great clarity the areas that you wish to center yourself in. It may be a bit turbulent in the process, but there is opportunity here for you to, yeah, put a few things down and move on with greater clarity. Wonderful Geminis, tons of love. Do check out the bigger readings on Patreon if that is appealing to you. I also do a tutorial over there every month as well. It's a super lovely site. So yeah, if that's appealing to you and you'd like more information, do please check out those bigger readings. Tons of love to you. Lovely Cancer, let's see what we are shown for you during the month of March. Let's draw some cards for Cancer. I'm going to take this one and this one. Okay, we have the Six of Pentacles and the Hermit. Okay, I feel like you're going to see your way through something. It's like somebody coming in with a guiding light for you. Decisions, opportunities to be made. There's a really interesting energy around you, lovely Cancer. Now, the moon is in your sign on the 1st, 2nd and 3rd of March, and she will be in her waxing gibbous phase. So that's sort of in between moving from the first quarter up until the fullest point. So we are often in that period of time, we see a building of emotions, a building up of things, are being shown things. We have Pluto, rebirth, with an opportunity. Yeah, I feel like there's an interesting energy of potential around you to change something, somebody offering you something. You might need to sort of almost be forgiving of someone, maybe. What do we have? We have the card of abundance. So we're seeing success. So Cancer, I am actually feeling that there's a kind of a turning point where you find, I don't know, renewed faith, renewed trust in something. You're shown the way. Someone gives you, I should feel somebody gives you a gift of something. I don't think it will come in a, I want to say straightforward way. Again, we have this card, be alert, look beyond the obvious. A circumstance, a situation where you are able to transform something, to see your way through something, to find your way, to find a direction, to see something with greater clarity. But it's leading to a really, really fruitful outcome here. Something really positive, an offer. Could be an offer of help, a guide in some way coming in to help you to move through a situation. We know March is a little bit spiky. We understand that the energy around March is a bit spiky, and we know that the energy in the build up, particularly to the full moon, you know, and yeah, it's got some kind of areas of illumination, particularly that connect to care and self-care. So, super souls, Cancer, I hope this is helpful information for you in this little mini reading. I basically do feel that in this moon month you will have an opportunity, someone's going to give you an opportunity, literally offer you something to assist you in seeing your way through something and coming out the other end with a very, very fruitful outcome, whether that's in a very practical way or a personal way. Take your time, slow down, listen to whatever is being shown to you, whatever is being offered to you, and navigate your way through this. I think, yeah, I think there is the potential for a very, very, very fruitful outcome to some kind of a situation that transforms something. Opportunity. Look beyond the obvious. Yeah, it may not come in a straightforward way as such, but I think, Cancer, that is being shown here. Super Souls, I will be doing the bigger readings, of course, over on Patreon. You are very, very welcome to join me over there and our Patreon community. But I hope whichever way we look at it, this is giving you the heads up and is helpful information for you. Thank you so, so much for being here today with me, and let's move on to Leo. Hey, lovely Leo, let's draw some cards for you to see what is happening. My goodness me, we have the Chariot and the Knight of Wands. Lovely Leo, this looks to be a fast month for you. Something moving forwards, whatever you're manifesting. I just feel like I want to say go for it. This is looking really, really powerfully positive. We know the energy of this moon month is quite, well, a little bit up and down, really, a little bit turbulent at times, but my goodness me, and obviously do check out the latter part of this video where we look at these things, but you know, to give you the heads up. But my goodness me, I think for you, lovely Leo, you're going to be one of those signs that can actually take action. Fifth house, passion. You can move stuff forwards. I think for some people, if things are feeling stuck, they can move ahead. If something's working, it's like surf the waves. Obviously, if there's turbulence and difficult stuff going on, this might feel quite a crazy, difficult month. But I think for you, I seriously think you can shift some stuff. If there's anything that's not working for you, Leo, I think you're going to be shown exactly what you need to do to shift it and move it forwards. And the stuff that is working for you, I think you can invest in it further. I'm going to say for a particularly intense month, Leo, you look to me as if you're going to be doing okay. Lovely Leos, may I just send you all the love in the world and say that I'm thrilled for you, because I don't think it's going to be the easiest of months with the intensity for everyone. But for you guys, this is looking remarkably favourable and positive. Use the energy well, lovely Leos. If you want to check out the in-depth readings that I'm doing for the zodiac signs, the bigger readings, yeah, do check us out in Patreon. I'm kind of excited for you guys, to put it mildly. Tons and tons of love, Leo. Wow, let's move on and look at Virgo. Hey, lovely Virgo. So we are asking for some cards. Here are your 2 cards already, Virgo. The moon will be in your sign on the 6th, 7th and 8th of March. And this is sort of just before the full moon itself, and then just after the full moon. Now we have the 3 of Pentacles, which is a kind of a turning point, and the Hanged Man. How very interesting, because we know a full moon energy will always illuminate things for us. The Hanged Man is also about being given an opportunity to see things clearly, to see things, yeah, to have things illuminated for us, things that maybe were stuck, you can move forwards. The 3 of Pentacles is a card that suggests resources coming to you, but it is a turning point. I think you're going to be given exactly the information you need, actually, in this moon month, particularly around the full moon possibly, to be able to move something forwards that has previously been feeling sluggish or stuck. How super lovely for you. South Node passed. Okay, how interesting. So we're into sort of karmic territory here. Letting go of the past, releasing something. And we have the card of peace, the 2 of Swords. I think this came out, I think it was Aries, I can't remember. I'm obviously drawing cards for all the signs. Virgo, something that has been giving you conflict, difficulty, something that I think that's been stuck, relating to something that's already happened, is going to reach its completion. I think you're going to be able to lay something to rest during this moon month. How super lovely. It sort of almost feels like it's overdue, but something coming in to you, some offer of something, something arriving that will help you to see with clarity that you can now move forwards. It's like you find your peace in some way or shape or form about something, and I'm feeling the energy being freed up. Beautiful Virgos, I'm feeling this is actually quite a powerfully positive moon month for you, even though the energy does look to be quite intense at times. Do check out the rest of the video to see how the flow of energy goes. And Super Souls, if you want to dive into those bigger readings, the more in-depth readings that I do on Patreon, you are so welcome to come over and join us there on that site as well. It is a site that works on donations. It's a little bit different to here. But Super Souls, tons of love. And Virgo, I mean, I'm thrilled for you. This feels really good. Hey, lovely Libra, let's draw some cards for you to see what we are shown during this moon month for you. So we have the card of Judgment, so there's some evaluation, and the Chariot. Okay, we're seeing something move forwards here. You're going to make a decision of some sort during this moon month. Now, the moon is actually in Libra on the 9th and 10th of March in the Waning Gibbous phase. This means she's no longer full, but her energy is starting to diminish, but still quite flowing. You have Solar Calm, Clarify. So there's going to be an opportunity for you to, I think, to make quite a big decision. There'll be something that you're called to decide upon that will set the pace. Yes, look at this card of Abundance. Wow, this feels like a turning point of some sort for you, Libra, this month. So during this moon month, what we're being shown is an opportunity. There will be some very clear decision making that will actually enable some kind of decision to move, some situation to move ahead and move forwards, and quite fast. You know, those kinds of situations where we make a decision, we need to think about it here, Libra. Think carefully, be clear about what you want, make a clear choice, and then go with it. I think it's interesting. I think both you and I think it was the Leo energy as well, the Leo reading. I feel for you guys, there's an opportunity to seriously move something forwards here. We're seeing abundance. We're seeing something come to you quite quickly because you make a clear choice. Something moves forwards, and it moves forwards favorably. If any of you are involved in any legal matters, we're seeing a favorable outcome. But just be very clear in your thinking. Lovely Libra, this looks to be actually quite a good month for you, despite the fact that there is some turbulent energy around. I'd say you're one of the signs that looks like you're going to be faring quite well with this. So sending you tons of love, and I'm so looking forward to doing the bigger readings, which I do on Patreon. You are so welcome to join me over there if you wish, but otherwise I do hope this is helpful to you for the coming month. Tons and tons of love, and yeah, do check out the overall flow of the lunar energy, which will follow these little card readings as well. Tons of love to you, Libra. Hey Scorpio, let's see what cards are shown for you for the coming moon month. Okay, so we have the Empress. Right, I've seen this card, so I'm going to bring it out. It is the Ten of Cups. So Scorpio, the moon is actually in your sign on the 11th and 12th of March, and the moon will be in her waning gibbous phase. So she is gradually and slowly moving between the full moon and the last quarter. Wow. Okay, there's something coming to fruition here. Something you've been working on is actually going to reach a stage of completion. If you've been working on some sort of relationship issue, I think we're going to see really fabulous resolution, completion, opportunity. But yeah, I'm seeing fruition here, something coming to completion or fruition that you have been nurturing and working on for a while. How heavenly is that? Okay, so we have the card of Heal. Now, two cards have flown out, Scorpio, so I will actually use them both for you. We have the 12th house Introspection, and we have Chiron Heal. You have an opportunity to shift something and make it better as well. For some of you, if it's not something you've been working on, but there's some area of discord in your life, Scorpio, I think during this moon month, you will have an opportunity to fix it and put it right. How super nice. And yes, we have the card of Success. Well, I don't know, what more can we say? Scorpio, this really does feel like something gets fixed, repaired, sorted, reaches a completion, contentment, happiness. It's just like something, you get a good outcome for something, whether it's something you've been working on, something you've been processing. We are seeing a really nice realignment within you. Contentment, success, happiness. Super lovely, Scorpio. Way to go. Loving your little reading. Can't wait to do your bigger reading, actually. Scorpio, do join me on Patreon if you wish. If not, I hope that this has been super lovely for you to get a flavour of the coming moon month for yourselves. Tons and tons of love to you. Hey Sagittarius, let's see what the cards are showing for you. Now we have, we have the Two of Wands and we have the Empress. Okay, it's time to move something forwards. Something you genuinely want to invest in for the future. If you've been sitting in your cave on anything, pondering something, wondering about something, contemplating something, even if you have been potentially procrastinating, it's time to move it forwards. We have Aquarius, collaborate. So this is also a time not to be going it alone. Reach out and ask for help, Sagittarius. Reach out and ask for help. We have the Tower as well. So we're seeing something radically change and transform. But you're the initiator of it, Sagittarius. This is something you want to create. This is a change you desire. This is a reaching out. It's connecting with either one other people or a group of people. One other person or a group of people. Yeah, we're seeing an opportunity for you to establish the new, literally. Wow, Sagittarius, this looks awesome. What's groovy is that the change that's coming, which I think is quite significant, is a change that you initiate and that you desire, as opposed to change happening to you. Just the positioning of the Tower here. Sagittarius, the moon will actually be in your sign during the 13th, 14th and 15th of March. And she is moving from her Waning Gibbous phase into the last quarter point. So often a really important time of evaluation, a time when we can often be given information that allows us to either course correct or very clearly see what the next steps need to be. God, I'm super excited to do the bigger reading for you. Sagittarius, I hope this is giving you the heads up and the flavour of the moon month. You are so welcome to join me on Patreon for the bigger readings. But Sagittarius, I really do think this is the absolute appropriate and right time for you to move something forwards, to reach out, to ask for help and to receive it in literally, there's either a creative venture or, well, whatever it is that you are desiring and wanting to manifest. Something that really matters to you. Cool, let's move to Capricorn. Hey, lovely Capricorn. What do we have here for you? We have the card of Temperance and we have the King of Wands. This is very interesting, Capricorn. I want to say balance in things, really. Yes, 5th house, passion. Balance will be required for you, Capricorn, during this moon month. There's something you feel very strongly about, very passionately about. Wow. And it's really leading to long-term happiness. I think you might actually be called to make a very significant decision. The 9 of Cups, happiness. This is a choice or a decision sometime during this moon month. An opportunity to, it's almost like making a commitment, making a decision about something that you feel very strongly about, and that ultimately the choice that you make is going to lead to a significant amount of, I want to say long-term happiness, but also it's like really healthy self-esteem as well. How interesting, Capricorn. Yeah, I think you're going to be given an opportunity to evaluate a situation and make a choice accordingly that will genuinely fuel your passions, desires, and lead to long-term happiness. Whatever that is for you in the uniqueness of your world. Capricorn, I'm pretty thrilled for you. I mean, this looks to be a fiery, passionate moon month, actually. Now, Capricorn, the moon will actually be in your sign on the 16th and 17th of March at a time when her energy is in the waning crescent phase. So this means she's now getting smaller and smaller and smaller at a time when we can actually genuinely use that energy to evaluate in preparation for the next set of new moon wishes and intentions. But this, of course, is a reading for the whole moon month. Well, all I can say, Capricorn, is I'm dead excited to do the extended reading, the bigger reading in Patreon. You are very, very welcome to join me if you wish. And Super Souls, either way, I hope that this is giving you the heads up around something that I think is going to be really significant for you during this next moon month. How amazing. I'm thrilled for you, Capricorn. I really, really am. This is really cool. Okay, let's look at Aquarius. Hey, lovely Aquarius, what's happening for you in this moon month? So we have the Nine of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Gosh, Aquarius, this does look as though you may be affected by some of the turbulence or the intensity of the turbulence this month. There are some pockets where the waves could be quite big, actually. What I'm sort of seeing for you here is, I feel like something will be happening. The Knight of Swords in this pack for me always suggests that something external will happen to cause us to need to then make a decision and act accordingly. Let's just draw another card for our lovely Aquarius. Okay, 7th house relationship. Okay, so this is suggesting something taking place that causes you to need to make a decision about some aspect of a relationship in your world. And another card for Aquarius, if we may please. May we be shown something else for Aquarius in our lovely little mini readings here. Change. Now this is interesting because this card in this particular pack also for me signifies a connection within relationship. We have the Two of Coins, but nevertheless with this figure 8 made by the snake of transformation, it often shows up in readings around relationship issues. Okay, what I'm seeing is some aspect of change taking place during this moon month, Aquarius, for you. I think some external circumstance may well cause you to have to review and reflect on some aspect of a relationship within your world. Super Souls, these are tiny readings, and I sort of almost have this yearning now to draw more cards for you, but my bigger readings are actually on Patreon. Do you know, Aquarius, I am actually going to draw you another card. I just want to get a flavour of this for you, Aquarius. Okay, the Hanged Man. So what we are seeing is here, Aquarius, it's not a new situation for you. I don't think there's something new arriving in your world in relationship to relationships. In reference to relationships, this is something you already know about. It's something that has been feeling stuck, and actually something will happen that will create an opportunity for that to shift. I will know more about this in my bigger readings. I will investigate this in my bigger readings on Patreon. But Super Souls, there will be an opportunity. It's something that's already kind of at a stalemate or hasn't been working for you, and there will be an opportunity to move it forward. Something external will come along and create that window of potential. Aquarius, the moon will actually be in your sign on the 18th and 19th of March in her waning crescent phase. So she's really slowing right down at this point, giving you the most perfect opportunity to evaluate whatever is going on and re-establish your energy and take stock. So let's move to Pisces. Hey, lovely Pisces, let's see what we are shown for you for this coming moon month. So we have the Two of Pentacles And we have the High Priestess. Okay, so we're seeing some decisions, potentially in a working environment, probably more than anywhere else. Opportunity for you to start a new, I want to say a new chapter at work in some way, shape or form. Whether it's a new chapter at work or a new chapter within home, family, something connected to your health as well. The Pentacles could be home, family, work, health. We're seeing a turning point. You leave some phase behind and move forwards. There's a definite clarity of a move forwards here, a clear directive for you in some way, shape or form. Now, obviously, Pisces, we are starting this moon month with the new moon in Pisces. The moon is in your sign on the 20th and the 21st of February, and then right at the end of the moon month on the 20th of March as well, just before the next new moon. So it's almost like you get to begin a moon month with something, with a new opportunity, and something I think by the end gets almost consolidated. You may find that you are starting something new, Venus, beloved, starting something new that you love, or that's leading to a pathway that you love. And during this moon month, there's a kind of a transition where you start to take those first steps on that pathway. Now, it's quite a tumultuous month, potentially. Yeah, we have the Hanged Man. But I think something that has previously been stuck, something you've been waiting for, actually gets to shift in real terms this moon month for you, Pisces. And we are moving to something that you're going to really, really enjoy. Okay, something important to you that has previously been stuck, you're going to start in real terms taking the actual steps you need to take to move it forwards in real terms. It will require work. It feels like it's the beginning of something new, the ending of a phase and the beginning of something new. But you are actually going to love it. So even though it might feel a little bit higgledy-piggledy as you move yourself and shift from one position to another, it feels very appropriate and very right for you. It does feel as though you're really, really being moved forwards in a quite a spiritual way. Actually, it really is as if the universe has your back. I'm loving that one of my candles has just gone out. I feel you are completing something and moving into a new phase where something really valuable is coming through for you in a really, really good way. Pisces, I'm loving the energy of transition here for you. I really am. It just feels like it's loaded with positivity. Super Souls, this is obviously just a tiny little reading that I'm doing here on YouTube. For those of you that are interested in the bigger readings, you can access them on Patreon, and you are super, super welcome to join me over there. It's a very different platform, but you know, check it out if you're interested in the bigger, more in-depth reading for the coming moon month. Tons and tons of love to you, Pisces. I'm really thrilled for you. This is looking really good. Sending you all the love in the world. So we begin this new moon month with the super new moon on February the 19th or 20th at 1 degree 21 Pisces. I'm bringing the timings up on the screen. You should be able to see them so you can work out the exact timings depending on where you are on our beautiful planet. Now, the new moon energy today is incredibly positive. A Pisces new moon will naturally invite you to enter a space of the dream time, and it will really enhance any wishes that are attuned with your emotional sensitivity or inspired by imagination, and also anything that aligns with your spiritual awareness. And the sun and moon today also join forces with the structured, solid energy of Saturn. So this is actually an amazing day, not only to set wishes, but also to create and commit fully to intentions that will connect you with your purpose or your calling and a higher vision. And if you have been experiencing any difficulties around procrastination or perseverance or any aspect of self-sabotage, this is a really amazing moon time to make a personal commitment to literally move yourself beyond these limitations. If your wishes today are including career choices, then I would make the most of the Piscean energy, and I would be crafting wishes that support you in finding or creating a career pathway that will bring deep emotional fulfillment and also align you with your spiritual and psychic gifts. If your wishes are about wanting to meet a soulmate, or you want to take an existing relationship to a whole other level of connection, or if you've been previously hurt in love, this new moon is perfect to wish for a relationship that will honour your spiritual journey, hold a really deep soul connection, and establish lasting trust through shared levels of emotional intelligence. These are really the kinds of energies that are available to us at this amazing super new moon in Pisces. The moon then moves into her waxing crescent moon phase from February the 21st to the 26th, and she will pass through Pisces, Aries and Taurus. And I'm like really excited about this little moon phase because it's like a little mini cycle of manifestation. It's really, really distinct. It's quite fiery. A spike of energy kind of fires us up. This leads to the dynamic that will promote and support very different ways of thinking and communicating. We might actually get some sort of unexpected signs, signals and synchronicities, communications that go beyond the obvious but are really helpful and will add to flow and momentum. This in itself is going to lead to greater ideas, to release and transformation, and we tune into a really kind of karmic flavour. So I just want to say, wow, go to it, but press the pause button every now and then and breathe, because it feels really, really exciting in terms of quite a fast-paced flow of energy. The moon then reaches her first quarter on February the 27th in Gemini. Now, Gemini energy always allows us to see things from all perspectives, and a first quarter moon is always about evaluation. The energy invites positive evaluation. So if you find yourself being a bit flooded with ideas, thoughts, insights, then there's a purpose to this. The universe is trying to bring you all the information you could possibly need to view any and every situation from all angles and all possible perspectives. So whatever your schedule demands today, I would try to make some space for conscious reflection. And if there's any kind of indecision or uncertainty around you, let it unfold. There may be more information that you need to see, and the universe is highly likely to present it to you. The moon then moves into her waxing gibbous moon phase, so she's starting to get bigger and she's building to the full moon. This runs from February the 28th to March the 6th, passing through Gemini, Cancer, Leo and then into Virgo. Now, this building energy is actually bringing quite a steady flow of lunar energy with a surge of what I would call added expansion and vitality coming in on the 2nd of March. Now, overall, this period is promoting consistent and steady growth with the gathering of momentum and really potentially successful manifestation through persistent and reliable action. So honour your commitment to your desires. Whatever was shown to you at the first quarter moon, take it into account and then be steadfast. Take pleasure in the journey as well and enjoy. Don't just be go, 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 gung-ho. Try and really, really pace yourself, because this is going to honestly be the best way of using this gathering momentum within the ongoing energy during this moon phase. The full moon on March the 7th or 8th, depending on where you are on our beautiful planet, is at 16 degrees 40 in Virgo. I've got the timings on the screen for you now, so you should be able to see how that relates to you personally. Now, a full moon in Virgo will bring the perfect energetic for us to review and kind of attend to the details, seeing every aspect of a situation before we can then diligently follow through with actions that are actually supporting powerful transformation. The energy of this full moon is actually very, very dynamic. It seriously wants us to wake up and see things through new eyes, find higher-minded solutions, and then take actions to actually make them real and bring them into form. So it's very dynamic and very, very good from a perspective of manifestation. If anything is shown to you illuminated at this time that is requiring change, And if you happen to have a raging inner critic, please, please do not pick yourself to pieces, or anyone else either. This is a moon that really is inviting change through awareness. So whatever is uppermost in your world, invest in it with integrity, pay attention to the details, do the work, and trust that the right doorways are going to open for you. If there are any areas of personal conflict around in your world with a particular focus, maybe of themes, kind of like the needs of others versus the needs of yourself, self-care or care of others, inappropriate levels of obligation versus realistic support of others, that kind of stuff. These are the kind of areas that may well surface at this time, very, very much highlighted by the Virgo energy of a full moon. So, you know, we're really being called to address any imbalances if they show up. We're not being shown these things to give us problems or difficulties. We're being shown them so that we can take action accordingly and address those imbalances. If you're interested in using moon water in your readings, you may want to check out the tutorial that I post on Patreon. Every month I post a tutorial there, but I do put it up here on YouTube for 48 hours only, just so that anyone here who doesn't want to move over to another platform but still wants to check in with those can have an opportunity to do so. In this month's tutorial, I've actually used some full moon water in some readings. Very specifically, we're talking about the energy and power of intent and the energy and power of moon water, and how we can integrate those principles into our readings. So do watch out for that tutorial. I will be posting it over the weekend for YouTubers just for the 48 hours. The moon then moves into her waning gibbous phase, which is also sometimes known as the disseminating moon. And this runs from March the 9th to the 14th, passing through Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, and into Sagittarius. Now, this phase of the moon begins with a very intense mix of fire and water, and the moon is still quite powerful. The energy is quite full on. This collaboration may fire you up. You might find you're feeling really steamy passions and a lot of momentum. Now, any areas of stuckness or indecision could build either a lot of frustration with a lot of energy and nowhere to put it, or it could help you actually shift this stuckness. The energetic of this breaks open on the 10th, and we really do honestly get sort of time to breathe. So even though the lunar energy is diminishing, she's getting smaller after the full moon, I would honestly say during this period that the dynamics do bring quite a roller coaster of lunar ups and downs, sort of big waves, small waves. So navigate with awareness, ride the waves, and I would say when in deep water, become a diver. If you need to put down an anchor and take it steady, bear in mind this will pass, but the energy could be quite up and down. The last quarter moon is on March the 15th in Sagittarius. Now, depending on your various manifestations and the uniqueness of your own personal circumstances, I think this quarter moon could feel very creative and absolutely blasting with ideas and possibilities and potential, or it could feel very uncomfortably fiery, to put it mildly. However, remind yourself that there is always a purpose to this. The last quarter moon naturally invites evaluation, and it often calls us to let go and lay to rest anything that might be slowing down your progress. So the overall astrodynamics today are also primed for spiritual guidance. So if things are feeling a bit fiery, a bit volatile, get still, meditate and listen. You may well be being called to adjust or to accept or to forgive. The energy is actually primed for healing and regeneration, but it does feel as though it could be coming through quite fiery channels. We also, as the moon then moves from Sagittarius into Capricorn on the same day, March the 15th, between 08:49 AM GMT and 12:08 PM GMT, we have a 3.5-hour period of a void of course moon. This is when the moon is sitting in between two signs, so her energy isn't really being channeled through the personality of a sign. Sometimes this can feel very liberating and very freeing. At other times, it can leave us feeling a bit unanchored. Now, given the overall dynamics of this last quarter moon, I would just be very thoughtful of the timings of this. Just be very, very conscious and aware, because this is a day that could be magnificently working for you, but it could be incredibly intense and be feeling a little bit overwhelming. So yeah, just be very, very thoughtful of this particular day during this moon month. So following this very intense last quarter moon, the moon then moves into her waning crescent moon phase. So things are now diminishing and slowing down. This is sometimes also known as the balsamic moon. This runs from March the 16th to the 20th, and the moon will pass through Capricorn, Aquarius, and then into Pisces. Now, the dynamics during this moon phase can almost be divided into two segments, with a shift taking place midway on the 18th. During the first part of this moon phase, we're still seeing some fairly intense astrodynamics happening. Curiously enough, the lunar energy actually runs alongside these intense surges of energy in a way that supports transformation and the establishment of new ways of thinking, seeing and doing. So in some ways, this is very good, but it could also be a bit turbulent. So take it steady, and when the shift occurs midway, this is on the 18th, start to move forwards gently and move into a space of practicing the art of allowing. And then as we move towards the next new moon, we can move into a space where there are new openings, new possibilities, and a new focus for a new moon month of manifestation. And of course, the next new moon is actually going to be in Aries, and it is the beginning of a new, the new astrological year as well. So really primed for new beginnings and new opportunities. On March the 19th, we also see a 5-hour void of course period between 10:32 a.m. and 15:12 p.m. when the moon moves from Aquarius into Pisces. Now, given the shift in energy on the 18th, that midpoint, I actually think this void of course period will be a lot more relaxed than the previous one at the first quarter moon point, because things are starting to ease off from an astrodynamic perspective. There is actually opportunity now to begin to relax and re-find our focus through stillness and guidance, rather than being given a focus through stuff that's going on that might be feeling a bit turbulent. So we're ending this moon phase in a much more gentle manner. Use the energy well, because I think we can really kind of get still, listen up, and start to prepare for this next new moon, this wonderful new moon in Aries, which really does herald the beginning of a new astrological year and a significant turning point. The moon, we're also seeing the equinoxes, the spring equinox in the northern hemisphere, the autumn equinox in the southern hemisphere. So we're seeing a significant shift in the earth energy and a natural turning point. So this moon phase, the latter part of it, will really help us to align ourselves in preparation for this. Hey Moon Magic fam, thank you for joining me for this video. I really do hope it's informative and will help you to navigate the coming moon month to the very, very best of your ability, using the incoming energy as a source of empowerment. I am sending you all the love in the world. Thank you so, so much, all of you, for being here, being part of our amazing community here on YouTube. Thank you to those of you who are also checking out the bigger readings on Patreon and the tutorials. It is absolutely awesome to be doing all this stuff and putting things into the world. I am sending you all the love in the world, and thank you also all of you who've been giving back through the super thanks in the comments. You guys are just amazing. Your support is truly appreciated. Tons of love, and sending you all the hugest hugs in the world.